Good morning, everybody. It is 11:30, and we are going to get this ribbon cutting kicked off. I'm Allison Jumper. I'm the Director of Parks, Natural Resources, and Cultural Affairs. Welcome, and thank you for being here. We are so excited to be celebrating the completion of several projects here at Wilson Park, including one of our first public art installations under the new Arts and Culture Division within our department. So you're going to hear some details about that and about this project from Ted Jack, our park planning superintendent, in just a few minutes. But first, I would like to introduce Mayor Jordan for his remarks.
Well, good morning, everyone. Let me ask you a question today. Don't you just love this city? Yeah. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here to help us celebrate the completion of the Wilson Park Hub building with the new promenade. We've also started work on a new project to build six lighted pickleball courts, light the basketball court, and renovate the existing tennis courts, which you can see behind me now. Yeah, for all you tennis fans. There are many great spaces in Fayetteville, and Wilson Park is one of the best. Since 1906, citizens have been coming to this park for recreation. Parks provide spaces for people to recreate, meet family and friends, connect with nature, and lead healthy lifestyles. Projects like these would not be possible without everyone's support. Funding for some of this work came from the 2019 Parks Bond, which to date has helped improve Kessler, Centennial, Gully, Lake Fayetteville, and Wilson Parks, and was also used to purchase Lewis Park. Soon the bond will help support construction projects at Bryce Davis, Combs White River, Gully, and Walker Parks. Wilson Park, the city's first park, is one of our best examples of how important parks are to our citizens. On any day with good weather, people are using this park, and now, with this new building, they have a great place to meet people and enjoy the many amenities this park offers. With a new promenade, children and adults have an intriguing space to link the playground to Skull Creek. And with the new pickleball courts, Fayetteville will finally have a great place to play the most popular, fastest growing sport in America. And to tell you a little more about all of that, I'm going to introduce Ted Jack to the podium. Ted.
Thank you, Mayor. And to turn one of the mayor's phrase, don't you love this part? So this has been a great project. Y'all might remember before what the building was here. It was that old green restroom building. Well, this is right in the heart of the park. So when we started looking at renovating, we was like, this one, we can't really renovate. We need to do something new with this one. So we put together the concept that eventually resulted in this, and we didn't have too much funding at the time. So thankfully we got more funding, or it'd be a lot smaller than it is right now. But I think the other fortunate thing that happened was we got Tim Maddox. Where's Tim? Thank you, Tim. Tim and his DMX architecture team. They did a fantastic job. So we really appreciate them. And then EWI constructors, I don't think they're here, but they were the contractor who built this. I also want to thank Wade Abernathy. Thanks, Wade, and Quinn, and Byron Humphrey's team. He's not here, but that also includes Tina Buxton, who's the horticulture team. They did a great job with some of the work around here. They do a great job on the whole park. The park is a wonder from a botanical sense with all the gardens, and greatly appreciated. When you talk to people about Wilson Park, that's one of the things they talk about. And then, I don't know if Les McGaw is here. We had a lot of bidding things to do, and Les's team did a great job on that. And Allison mentioned the wall. So we had an inaugural mural project. That wall is actually meant to change over time so that the building is remaining fresh. And where's Joanna Bell? And Joanna did a great job. She put together a call for artists, and it went out. And Tim Smith, who's over here, say hi, Tim, so everybody sees you. Tim was selected to do the inaugural project. And if you haven't seen it, it's right there. He did a fantastic job. If you come by at night, it's backlit. It really looks cool. So I hope you'll enjoy that. And going on, this building is used as a hub building, really meant to be a place where people could come together, meet, enjoy things, and they've been doing that. We've seen groups of people playing chess. We've seen groups of people meeting to eat. We've seen a lot of different uses. They're using it for art, which we like too, as long as they keep it on the bottom. But it's also connects out, and if you see the facilities around it, there need some work. We have that kind of throughout the system. If you think about it, when this park started, as the mayor was saying, in 1906, the population of Fayetteville was about 4,500. We recently passed 100,000. So we need to keep growing our parks because our city is growing fast and the use of them is increasing. And to have a great city, you need to have a good park system. So thanks for the support on that. But the building also connects out the pickleball, which the mayor was talking about, is going to be right here. Of course, the courts will be renovated and the basketball court will be lit, which that's a very popular amenity. Later, we hope to renovate and actually add 2 volleyball courts here because sand volleyball is also a very popular thing. But this will also connect into the future park. When you look behind me, you see the old concrete creek. That will come out and a natural stream will be installed. And it will connect down and then go down the creek with a trail and tie into the promenade, which is the other piece that we're going to talk about today. The promenade is right next to the playground. So when the playground got renovated, the maintenance crews opened up the creek and the kids just started going down to the creek and enjoying the creek. It's like candy to them, I guess. That and the swings are so popular. But because of that, there was a huge amount of wear and tear in that area. And there also wasn't connectivity from the trail that goes around the park over to the pavilion. So when I started looking at it, we came up with the idea of doing a kind of like a mud path like it was, but infusing all kinds of items into it that become like a scavenger hunt for kids and play for fantasy play. There's actually about 12 different types of play that kids do, and one of them is fantasy play. And all of them are important for how kids grow up and are able to interact and learn how to interact as adults as they move forward. So all these things do have a play in that. And I skipped something. On the pickleball courts, I don't think Carol Jones is here. I don't see Carol. She worked on the drawings for that, so I wanted to thank her. And also Jonathan Parker and Ben's here from SSI. So these are the guys, they're going to be building these courts. So we thank them. We'll do a ribbon cutting for that in the future sometime, Ben. Thank you. But getting back to the promenade, so once all this starts to get connected, there'll be really kind of the playground playscape even moves into the stream. So there's stream renovation that involved. You may have been down there and seen the rockfish that Ben Benito's already carved. Those and some other animals will get put into that. But it's going to be, I think, a really special place. And it follows the theme of this park. If you think about this, this park has a real strong cultural, artistic theme, really kicked off by the castle up here, which is a functional piece of art. And, the kids just love it. It's just a really great place that you see people. And if you ask people about Wilson Park, oh, the one with the castle, yeah, that's what they remember. So we want to keep that theme along with the gardens moving through this park because each of the community parks is going to be different and have a reason for you to go and see it. So the promenade, Sweetser Construction worked on that, and we appreciate their work. Ozark Pattern Concrete was the sub on the concrete. And this was not a typical construction project by any means. It required a lot of coordination to put all these things in, because as the concrete cured, we had a very narrow window to get all these items in. So we had a team of people that put things in. Zach, where's Zach? Zach was real instrumental in helping us make that happen. Thank you, Zach. But there were a lot of pieces that went into it. We several times got in the paper and asked for it, and I don't think people quite knew what we needed, but so we didn't get as much stuff as I thought. But Kay Baskerville really came forward, and when you get down there, if you look at it, you'll see these fantastic insects made of different shards of ceramic clay that are very nicely colored, so they pop out of the mud very well. She did a wonderful job. So if you see them down there, thank Kay, because they're second to none. I also got some items from the Shire Post Mint. I don't know if Helen is here or Woody, but they gave us a lot of copper pieces and stuff. So you'll see animals and insects made of copper and stuff. That was made possible from them. So we really appreciate that. After we do the ribbon cutting, if you'd like, we're going to take a walk down there and do a little tour of it. But with that, I think we could go ahead and do a ribbon cutting.
1, 2, 3.
Awesome. So here's like a copper.